Good evening, you guys. I hope you guys are having a wonderful evening. Um, is it Tuesday? I think it's a Tuesday evening. Yeah. So I hope you guys are having a great evening. Do me a favor, hit the like button for me, and if you're new to my channel, please hit the subscribe button. I'm still working on growing my channel and getting those 1,000 subscribers. So I'm hoping you guys will do that. I've had a little break from preparing Father's dinner, so I'm actually sitting in the kitchen and I was watching something on Entertainment Tonight. And I said, well, let me stop and drop a video. So I need to get myself out there, excuse me, on YouTube. So again, this is a different t-shirt, but it's still a wrinkle. But y'all know what I'm going through. But anyway, I was watching the Entertainment Tonight program, and I honestly thought that the Whitney Houston hologram tour, oh my voice, was canceled or not being done because it got so much flack from different people. But to my surprise, I see the concert is going strongly in Europe. I think across the country, somewhere in Europe, somewhere. But anyway, I was kind of caught back. I was surprised that this was happening. Everybody knows how Pat actually felt about her sister-in-law. It's no secret. Um, I know this is a kind of an old topic, but because this thing may be coming to the United States and somewhere it may be on tour here, I thought it's nice to bring it up now and begin talking about it now before it gets here. But personally, I think it's a big disrespect to Whitney and her legacy, the music that she put out there. I think it's a disrespect to, I want to say her family, but it seems that, Pat is married to Whitney's brother, which makes her a Houston. So she's not a Houston by blood, but she's married to, I can't think of his name. Y'all know the brother. He used to could sing. I don't know if he still can, but she's married to him. And the first thing came to my mind is the shame of it all. I didn't think Pat was interested in Whitney when they did the Houstons on our own. I knew then. I didn't know her, of course, I still don't. But based on my perception of her, she was a very sneaky and underhanded lady. And it seems to be she's still doing her underhanded, sneaky things. Now, it was reported on YouTube. Somebody did a video, and it was a recording of Pat talking to her daughter, and they were saying negative things about Whitney and Bobbi Kristina. And so it automatically solidified what I thought about Pat Houston. Um, it bothered me that her husband, Whitney's brother, hadn't stepped in and put his foot down. But from the way it appears, you can see who wears the pants in that family. Pat does. There were many misconceptions regarding Whitney, I think Pat put out there. And there are many unanswered questions still that was left out there, regarding Whitney's passing and her death. And, I've always wondered where was Pat when all of this was going on, when she was taking a bath or going to take a shower or whatever bath. Where was Pat? Where were her personal assistants? Where were all these people? Um, and that question has never been answered, really. Why would they leave Whitney alone? And they could see, based on the pictures that we saw in the video footage, that she was considerably high, you know, the night of her death, the night of her death. So I would just wonder where are all these people who were there to protect her. I didn't see anybody. No one's ever said anything. They said they had to knock on the door to come in to kind of see where she was because she was late for the interview. So I thought that was kind of strange. Another thing that kind of threw me off, this is with Bobbi Kristina, is how is it that Bobbi Kristina was in, I guess, her condo and whatever with the late Nick Gordon with friends, and Nick Gordon and Bobbi Kristina, I guess, got into an argument, but he drug her by the hair up the stairs. Now, you think about somebody pulling you by your hair. I don't have any. But think of somebody pulling you by your hair and dragging you upstairs and beating on you. And you've got friends who are sitting down in the living room, I imagine, area, doing whatever they're doing. No one helped her. No one stopped it. No one called the police. That has always been strange to me. I have never understood how people can sit there or could have sat there and watched that girl being beaten and dragged up a flight of stairs to the bathroom. And the next thing you know, she's dead. So there's just so much controversy behind, Whitney and her family. And it's not necessarily regarding just Whitney's legacy of music or her catalog of music. Uh, Bobbi Kristina never got the chance to, you know, I guess give us what gift she had vocally, a little snippets you'll see on YouTube. But I think it's such a shame and such a disgrace and such a dishonor to Whitney for her sister-in-law to try to capitalize on her name, on Whitney's name and Whitney's music and Whitney's legacy. Um, I wish there was some kind of way that somebody could block her from doing that. I know Sissy at this point, being of age, being elderly, somewhat sickly off and on, you can tell she has never been happy. She hasn't truly been happy since Whitney's passed away. So I think that grieving process for her will go on. I don't think it's ever going to end. But it's almost as if her hands are tied when it comes to her daughter, the things that her daughter achieved, and things that her daughter proved to the world. It's all laying on Pat Houston, a woman who did not like Whitney. I mean, come on, people. Did you actually believe that your worst enemy will be in your corner for your good? No, 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 no. Not for your good, but for their good. So I was just taken back that hologram concert was going on. Um, it looks it looks nothing like Whitney. They said they had an actress and they did some kind of computerized thing on her face and everything. And even with the movements, they got the movements on there when she was in concert, when Whitney was actually in concert with a handkerchief in her hand. And they're showing the movement she made with the handkerchief, and the hologram is doing the same thing. It is the weirdest thing I have ever seen, to be honest with you. And when they did a close-up shot of the hologram, it actually looked like an embalmed dummy. That's what it looked like. It just, it looked nothing like Whitney. Um, and Pat, they're talking about how much she loved. They did an interview with her, the love she has, and this. And it amazes me. I think sometimes people who are fake like that, I wonder if God ever exposes people like that. I have several in my life. I don't let them know that I know that they're fake, and I don't let them know that I know their capabilities as far as being bad and some of the things they've done. I don't call them out on them. I just let people think. I don't know if it's a Capricorn thing or what. I let people think that everything's okay. And that's not being fake to me. If I don't have to deal with you on a daily basis or 24/7, or, I can take little pieces of you, bits and pieces, and that's about it. I can't take no full load of you. I can't do it if you're fake, and I know it. And especially if you are considered my enemy, so to speak. I definitely can't. That's something I'm working on. But I was appalled and taken back that this thing has proceeded on, in spite of the outrage regarding that. And then I'm amazed that people will be so. I'm curious, but I'm not curious to that degree to where I gotta go see this concert. I gotta go to this concert. I'm not that curious, because for me it's disrespecting the legacy of who this woman was and who she is. You don't see anybody doing a hologram of Aretha or Elvis, Michael. And I'm not saying that there are not some out there. I'm saying we haven't seen them or we haven't heard of them. I haven't, at least. You may have. And if you have, please correct me on that. But I think it's disgusting and I think it's disgraceful that you are capitalizing on this lady that you hated. That, in all honesty, I would imagine you really didn't want to see her alive, to be honest with you, from based on the things that she said in her interviews over the past few years. And so it's amazing now that they've got this concert going on, this hologram tour. And I actually thought that they had kind of shelved that because of the outrage people were giving them regarding that. And it's just amazing to me that Pat has this much gumption about herself to do that. It makes no sense to me whatsoever. I just know that it's disrespectful, it's disgraceful, it's distasteful. Uh, and she's sitting out there, and I think she's a person that, like so many, that lives in her own little world, her own little mind, with her own little standards. And she is like, I don't care what you think, person. I'm gonna do what I want to do, which is nothing wrong with that because many of us are that way, but not to the extent of where it would bring shame to the memory of somebody else. I don't think most of us would do that. I would hope most of us wouldn't do that. But anyway, I wanted to stop and do this quick video, like I said, just to get myself out there. And this, I can usually pop up when something really interesting happens, then I'll jump on it right quick. And I just so happened to catch that on the television regarding the tour, Whitney Houston hologram tour, and I thought they canceled that thing, but they didn't, and it's going strong in Europe now. They didn't say how the audience was reacting as far as ticket sales and all of that. The stadium, the auditorium where they were having it, it seemed crowded, but it was just very, very weird. They've even got dancers, to dance and all of that, but I don't care how much I miss Whitney's voice and Whitney's presence. The hologram just won't do it for me. And I don't know who it does, who would it do it for, but it's definitely not for me. So I wonder if you guys have any ideas on that or any kind of comments on that. What do you feel? Since they're going to be bringing that back up on in the media, in the entertainment field, Whitney Houston, they'll be bringing her back up again. They won't let that poor woman rest to save her life. Well, what do you feel about the hologram tour? And if it comes this way in the United States, will you be attending if it comes to your city or your state? Hope you guys have a great evening. Again, please like, please subscribe, tell your friends. This is just like a quick video I was going to do since I saw it on television. Thank you guys so much for your continuous support. Those who have subscribed, I thank you. I appreciate you very much. Those of you who liked it, thank you. Who leaves comments, thank you. Father is doing well in spite of his health issues. I'm giving him the best care that I would want anyone else to give him if I was unable to do it. The doctor says he looks wonderful. His skin is tight and taut and, so fresh and whatever. And he's gained some weight because I feed him very well. And he doesn't have any kind of sores or anything on his bed, the skin on his legs and all that. All that is beautiful because I really spend time, taking time in his care. I really do. I put just about everything I can into that because he cared for all of us when we were kids. Even though I'm the only one that's here taking care of him and the only one who basically stays in contact with him. None of my other siblings call or anything like that, but that's another whole story. But anyway, again, thank you so much. You have a wonderful evening and God bless you. Okay? Bye-bye.